Hi, Wenzl from Hooch here. I want to talk a little bit about how to find a path. And I don't know if this is true for anybody. I'm just talking from my own experience. What I experienced as a human being was that I was born into this world and there was already a path for me that society expected me to follow through. Fortunately, my parents were a little bit weird and I got some different perspectives on a lot of things as well. But even they had expectations of what I'm supposed to be. And I realized that these expectations that came from the outside world were often in stark opposition with my inner desire of what I wanted to do and of what I thought I need to be. And even when I was getting successful with Hooch, I still felt pressure to change, to do something else, to do things differently. It was almost like this inner voice that just wouldn't let me follow a path. And then I started really changing my entire view of reality. And I came to the conclusion that I have, and I think everybody has, an internal compass that shows you always where you need to go and what you need to do. This compass, this internal compass, mostly pointed me in the opposite direction society expected me to go. And I realized that all this nature, that life, universe, actually helps. It helps me go in a certain path, and it shows me and teaches me lessons if I open myself up and if I'm willing to see and learn from these lessons. So I realized all I need to do is rid myself of my downward tendencies, rid myself of the tendencies that make me aggressive, that make me jealous, that make me fearful, that make me competitive, that make me all these tendencies. Simply experience the sensations, don't act on them. That's what I started doing. And just observing jealousy, observing fear, whenever it comes up, never act on it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you get caught off guard, your ego is active before you know it, and you say something you wish you wouldn't have said. But in the overall picture, I think I've been doing pretty good in not acting on these tendencies and making all my decisions based on what's better from my environment. At least that's what I try to do. And it's hard sometimes as well. And I think every time I manage to make a decision that is better for everything, that's not only better for myself, then a new turn gets revealed to me, a new possibility. All of a sudden I meet a person that has a bunch of connections. For example, we made a political video that we're trying to release through an organization called March Against Monsanto. And we were like, how are we going to get in touch with them, or how are we going to do this? Writing emails back and forth to our manager. And we go in a restaurant and we sit next to a lady that is connected with them. So these kind of things happen more and more when I don't make selfish decisions. And so I think all one needs to do to go on a path or to find the true potential of oneself is to not act on downward tendencies and be open to this, be open to the universe and receive the signals and signs it constantly gives all of us. I mean, this is just my advice and this is just my experience. I don't know if it applies to anything other than myself. I think it does. But anyway, thanks for listening. Wenzl from Hooch here. Beautiful bird.